Hi to all. Hi to all, and welcome back. Yes, I know it's been a very, very long time. Very long time since I've been here, and so forgive me if I get a bit tongue tied, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm so excited to reopen the channel again after so long, and I've been very busy, and loads of studies, loads of different things that I hope you're going to enjoy it because there is a lot of, I was saying it, services. I don't like that word. So if somebody can come up with a better word of what I can offer to all of you, I would be very grateful instead of calling it services. And you will be able to find them all in the description box below. There is going to be a link to my website for this channel. So very excited, and you will be able to pick what suits you the most. And then I also done a website for my hobby. So just go and have a look, and I hope you will find something that you will enjoy and that you would, you know, you'll never know. But just have a look at the two websites. Also, I will start offering classes, online retreats and workshops, loads of different things, and you will find it all on my website. But when any of what I just mentioned are going to come up, and I'll have dates and things like that, and places. There is loads of different places in Europe that you can't even begin to imagine all the works that goes behind it, but very, very excited. I will mention it through my reading. So please, please, please make sure to come back every time I upload a reading. And so you will find out, and then you can go to my website and have a look at that. But anyway, that's enough. It's just that I'm so excited to be back and I speak a lot. Don't take any notice. But now, here we go. So, Easter surprise reading. It was very important for me to restart my reading on a date that, powerful date. And here, like I said to the previous readings, I'm not talking about religion, but Easter is known for the day of rebirth, or the birth, could also be the birth of something. So what we're going to do now here, Cancer, if you are, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you are a cross watcher, you're more than welcome, is to have a look and see which argument, it doesn't sound good either, which part, which object, anyway, I'm digging myself even deeper in not finding the correct word, so I better stop and start doing the reading, what we're talking about anyway. So here we go, and let's see with the energy oracle cards, what are we talking about for you, beautiful Cancerians. So here, have a look. Please, angels and guides, please tell us which kind of energy. Ooh, this has just turned, so I'm going to take it. Wow, that is beautiful. We've got the card of community. Now, the rebirth, the birth. It could be now, my dear Cancerian, that you have been feeling up until now a bit disconnected from your usual tribe, from your usual group, or that you had decided to leave a particular group of friends or some kind of hobby that you had invested with and that you had made loads of friends within, and then for some reason some of them might have gone. And so what is telling me here is like that there is going to be a reconnection to your community, or a new tribe, a new group is going to come in and really embrace you. So this would be the end for those of you who had felt that there was a disconnection, whatever, by your choice, for whatever reason, or because of circumstances, or because of other people decisions, and that you felt lonely. This is the end of it. So Easter time is really bringing up the rebirth of you mingling and happily mingling with other people, and really find who resonates with you. So this is a beautiful, it feels very exciting and it feels content. It's a beautiful feeling I'm getting here. But let's see more what we can get, okay? And I forgot to tell you at the start, please stay until the end of the reading, because you see in this basket here, there is a little surprise. So please. Now, let's see a bit more with this deck and see what else can we get from this. And here we've got building blocks. It makes complete sense. You know, I love the tarots and I love the oracles because they always make sense. So building blocks. If it is a community that for whatever reason you have been disconnected from or disconnected, you know, with, you know, that's whatever reason, and you're going back to it or they're coming back to you, there is a rebuilding of those connections. And it's like, it's very exciting, because if it's a group or a club or a tribe or whatever that you were connected with in the past, and then you had to let go, and now you're going back into it, you're building blocks, but you are finding that this time you are exploring much deeper the connection that you have with each individual within your community, and it creates a much stronger bond for you. Really, really lovely feeling. Instead, if it's a new group or, you know, a new community, which, you know, it doesn't mean that has to be already made. You could be the one as well that is creating a community. You could be in the process of creating a community. So if that is the case, that is you that is starting a new community, a new tribe, and anything where you are encompassing other people with the same interest as you are the one that had built the blocks. So it built this community from the bottom up. And instead, if it's a new community that you're entering, you are going to build the connection with these people on a very, very strong grounding. And I sense that it's going to be a group of people, a community where you will be part of it, an integral part of it for a very long time to come. And you will feel supported, and you will support at the same time others. Okay, very beautiful energy. I'm loving this for you. Now, let's see the main reading. Okay, so I'm just going on what I have read until now for the previous signs. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and what it gave me up until now, we'll see if it's going to happen the same for you. It's, why are we coming here? Why is this happening during Easter, or during, you know, in the Easter time? What was the base? What happened before that? And how are you moving towards that right now? Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Please, angels and guides, please show us more. Show us more about this situation for our beautiful Cancerians. I can feel that kind of beautiful energy, nurturing energy, you know, really people that are coming together and caring about each other and being there for each other. It's lovely. It's a lovely, lovely feeling that I'm getting. So let's see now. So here we've got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is like something that is coming for you, as we read before, you know, this. So keep in mind the energy there, okay? So this is what is coming. And this is something that you had waited for a long time. Three of Wands, it's, you are going to be part of something or creating something and become part of it, of course, of something that you had waited for a long time. Maybe going back into a community that you've been disconnected with. It could also be relocating, going back to your roots. That is another way, you know, because community is not only a group of friends or whatever, could also be, you know, more extended, like if you live very far, or if you live in a different city, in a different state, in a different country, going back there and reconnecting because you feel that they are your people and they are so like you. But anyway, whatever it is that you consider your community, here is something that you had waited for a long time with the Three of Wands. You look, you know, you were waiting for the right moment. If you if you have created one, or you were waiting for the right moment to enter a new one. You were waiting for the right moment to go back where you came from, or to go back to a place where you felt you belonged. Now, let's see here what we have. It's the 5 of Wands. So what has stopped you up until now to do this, to be part of this, that your soul was calling for? 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, it's an internal struggle and also an external struggle. So an internal struggle could have been, I cannot do this in this very moment in time, being part of this community, or creating a new one, or going back wherever I come from, or going back to the place where I've been happy, because I know I've got responsibilities. I have to stay here for work. I have loads. It could have been a lot of different things, but there was both an internal conflict between, I want to do this, I want to be part of this, I need the support, and I want to support to feel good. And that is typical of you, Cancerian, because you are very nurturing, but you also love being nurtured. You don't always receive as much as you give, but it's and maybe sometimes you find it difficult to accept it because you're so used to give. But if you allow yourself to open up and receive, you love it too. So as I was saying, with that 5 of Wands, internal struggle, because you felt you had the responsibilities and it was impossible for you to do community and building the blocks for the community, and also outside problems, like maybe logistically you couldn't move, you couldn't do all that. Now let's see at the base of all of this, the 7 of Cups. You felt confused. This is a confusion card. This is, I know what I need, I know what I want, but how am I going to go about it? I know that my feelings need this, my emotion, I need to be emotionally fulfilled, I need to be emotionally nurtured, and I want to nurture, but how am I going to go about it? And I sense that you had that struggle with that 5 of Wands there that was stopping you. Let's see in the past, the 4 of Swords. It's like as if you locked yourself away. You could have left a group, as I said. You could have left anything, or the group dissolved itself, or you had to move. And it's like as if you went into a kind of lethargy and hibernation. It's like, it feels very much like locking yourself in a bubble. And it's like as if by being disconnected with it didn't feel like you anymore. You had lost that spark, because for you it's so important. As a Cancerian, it's very, very important for you to have that support and feeling that you support others as well. So let's see what's in your mind. Page of Swords, communication. So maybe if you are the one that has created the community, you're just ready to put it out there. Okay, the Page of Swords is to communicate to other. Here, this is what I created. I hope you're going to join me. I hope you're going to enjoy. I hope you're going to, if you want, participate and add to what I'm doing. I'm open to listen, and I'm open to make it better for all of us. Instead, if you are entering a new community, or going back to a new community, or going back to a new place, with this Page of Swords, it's starting to communicate with the people that are part of that community already there, and say, look, I'm coming back, or I would like to join. Do you understand? So in your mind is, now I take action by acknowledging that I would like to do that. Let's see. Look, and in the very near future, because we are talking about the Easter time, we have got the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfilled. This is something that you have hoped for, because you felt in this 4 of Swords for too long. This is not you. This is not the card for you. This is not that kind of energy. You felt too disconnected from others. Excuse me. You felt too disconnected from others for a long time, or what you perceived to be a long time. And now here we go. Your wish fulfilled. If this is your wish, if this reading resonates with you, here it is. It's there. It's there. This reading is for Easter time, and I sense that you will have the opportunity to do all this. Let's see you now. So how do you feel right now before this Nine of Cups happens? So in this very moment in time, here we've got the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is that card of, it's not always the person that does something wrong for me, because I read the tarot. As soon as I turn a card, it gives me a feeling, it gives me a sensation. Of course, I know after so many years, I'm not even going to say it to you. I just tell you that I was 16. I'm not telling you how old I'm now. But I was 16 when I started reading, so I know very well the meaning of the tarot. But I also read them at the feeling that it gives me immediately when I turn a card. And here, it didn't give me the feeling of you running away or doing something wrong. Here, for some reason, I felt like, for some reason, you feeling like imposter syndrome, feeling yourself a bit not keeping yourself high enough in, and because of this, that you had put yourself in this Four of Swords and hibernation, and you felt very disconnected from other, and so you closed yourself in a cocoon. It's like as if now you feel like, am I still capable to give? Would I be accepted? Am I enough? And please don't do that, because if there is someone that can be very nurturing and can give a lot, it's you. Okay, so please don't do that. So let's see what's coming from the outside towards you. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Now it's time. Now this, for me, it's very much also the Karma card. And it's time to receive back what you have given and what has been taken from you. So I hope that you're not hearing anything there. Sorry. So I got distracted. The call came through. And at this time, so it's like as if you are given the chances to get back what you had given for so long, and after feeling lonely and feeling disconnected. So let's see your hope and fears. And here we've got the High Priestess. Very, very much your card. Okay. This very much represents you. Your fear, because this is a position that requires two things, fears and hopes. And I always read it both ways. So the fears here are that you are going to not being able to make a difference between what you feel is right and what you feel is wrong, because you're afraid that you are going to be too involved emotionally, and that you desire to connect to a community, to people, to a group too much, and that your judgment of people is going to be clouded. Maybe in the past, when you were part of a group, you had given too much benefit of the doubts to somebody, and somebody left you down. So this could be the fear. But the hope is that instead, if you look at it in the opposite way, is that your intuition is going to be able to discern between who is worth. It's a horrible way of putting it, but who resonates more with you, and not after a while of you giving them your trust, then it's going to turn out that these people have different values from you and let you down. Now let's see the end of the reading. And here we've got the Four of Pentacles. This came up for another sign. So it very much says to me, hold on to who you are, and don't change. This is very much for me saying, don't change, Cancerian, because your tribe is there waiting for you. And you are going to be very much acclaimed and wanted and well received. So I'm very sorry I got distracted a couple of times, and a call was coming through, and I hope it didn't distract you too much. So here we go now with what I was saying before, the surprise. Here it's the deck of Ciro Marchetti. It's called Tarot of Inspiration, and I'm going to pick one card, and I am going to read it psychically. Now, up until now, the card that I pulled really connected to the whole reading, but it might happen that it's not, that it's completely different message, and it might resonate with only one or two of you, or maybe with more. Let's see. So let's see, what am I going to pick? I don't know. Let's go in there. There is loads. What? Oh, here we go. Okay, just let me put this away before I do a disaster. Okay. So, can you see that they're absolutely beautiful cards? So this very much reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. Time, Kronos, Saturn, the Lord of Karma. So what do we have here? Let me have a look. Now here we have got a person. Could be male or female. I know it's represented as a female, but here it talks very much, again, when there is a female showing up for me, it represents very much what we absorb from outside, okay? And what you have absorbed up until now, it's this sense, look, this sense of loneliness, this sense of disconnection from others. But what is it saying here? It's saying that the time is coming. You see the pendulum is moving, and there is numbers that they are like to say, look, it's time, and it's time to reconnect. You don't need to worry anymore of all the time has passed. This could also be for someone who is afraid of reconnect to a group where they had been connected for a long, like way back in the past, and they feel a sense of not being able to reconnect because it's passed too long, or going back to a place because too long, it's been too long. Not to worry. This message is like, don't worry about it. Your time has come. Do what you need to do. There is beautiful flowers there in water, and yeah, definitely. And as you see there, it gives me the impression that the worst is past. Don't be so gloomy. Go. This is now time to reap the good karma that you've put out there. Okay, so here we go. This is your reading, Cancerian. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to have a look at my website, because down there is all the explanation of whatever readings you would like to try with me, and I would be more than happy to do a reading together. And also don't forget to check my hobby website. You might find something that you like there as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful Easter. Bye bye.